All right, so for those of you who've watched this Adam Eve special episode, I just want to let you know that this is exactly what I mean by fights, by action sequences. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? By superpowered superhero fights. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know what the rest of that bullshit is, but this is what I'm talking about. I know, we already know that Invincible, gives us really good fight scenes, but I was very, very happy to see that they did not hold back when it came to Adam Eve and her story. This shit was, let's just get into it. Now, a lot of the girls have been talking about Jean versus Wanda. There's like a lot of rumors going on of it being in an upcoming movie, live action. And I just want to let y'all know that if they ain't scrapping like how Adam Eve was scrapping in this shit, you can keep it. You can keep it. If Jean and Wanda are not scrapping like how Adam Eve was scrapping in this special episode, you can just keep that shit on the cutting board. We don't want to see that shit. We don't want to see that shit. I absolutely love this episode. Obviously we got a season 2 trailer for Invincible. Excited about that, but to promote, and it was a good way to promote, in my opinion. They did this like spin-off Adam Eve thing, that just a special episode that focused on her. Now, when I saw that this was going to be a special episode focusing on Adam Eve, blah, blah, I thought it was going to be like a, whatever, promotional 15-minute, 20-minute ass episode. Bitch, it was 50 minutes. 50 minutes, and I got my life in each and every single one of those 50 minutes. I loved her origin story. I love that we got to see it. I hated her annoying, terrible ass family. Oh my god, her daddy was annoying as hell. Oh my god, her dad's so fucking hateful and annoying. And her mama ain't no better, because she's sitting right there while the dad is mistreating the fuck. How do you even find this man how do you sit there watching this man mistreat your damn daughter and still find him, still want to be around his, I don't know. They were both terrible. And I'm so glad that, even though people were telling her not to use her powers and this shit's weird or whatever, she was like, girl, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. Okay, so let's start with this fight, because I will keep ranting. Okay, so she arrives on the scene and it's an absolute mess. I mean, cars backed up, shit smoking, it's a mess. All right, these ugly motherfuckers are out here just wreaking havoc. Okay, I love how she came in and she told the cops, like, move the hell out of the way, go form a perimeter or something. She didn't know what to actually say, but in other words, she was like, bitch, get the fuck out of my way. And the cops was acting like, oh, we can handle it, until she had to save them from a fucking truck, and they were like, okay, you know what, never mind, you got it. And she's like, yeah, girl, what do you mean? What do you mean? So the fight literally starts out with her cutting a truck in half, and I was like, yeah, I'm seated. I'm seated, I'm sitting down, go off, mama. Go up. I love when she was like, get off me, and turned this guy into goo. So then the siblings come down, they end up talking to each other. We find out their experiments. You already know, whatever. Find out their experiments. She was basically the first one. They kept trying to make it so that they could alter like skin or human skin, whatever. And Adam Eve couldn't. That was one of her weaknesses or whatever. So yeah, they're just like, girl, you think your life is perfect, you over there with it, straight teeth, your hair is moving and flowing in the wind, girl. I don't know who you think you are, mama, we about to tear your ass up. And that's what they said, that's what her siblings said, bitch. So she's like, okay, you're less good versions of me, basically. So this fight's gonna be easy. And I could see why she would think that, especially with given her powers and given her age. Like, I could see why she would think that. I love seeing her hop around at the beginning, like she's about to play sports or something, or soccer or some shit. It's the little touches. It's the little touches in these scenes. When you're just thinking about how someone with this personality would use their powers. And it's the little shit. Either way, okay. So immediately she getting into it. She hit this motherfucker with a car. She's stabbing this one up, slicing through this whole. And then she got. I was like, oh no, not my good sis. Not my good sis. Initially, I thought maybe she could heal it, but obviously they went into detail about, how she cannot, or she could not at this point change animals or humans or anything like that. So I was just like, okay, maybe she'd be all right. But this part here was iconic when she turned this shit into a parachute. I was like, oh, I love it. Because, okay, I think part of the challenge of having these powers is how quickly you're able to think. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, you got all these powers. You have the ability to move these electrons, these molecules, whichever way you want. But if you don't know which way to move it, you don't know what to create. Or if you can't think fast enough, it's gonna fuck you up, right? So yeah, I thought that parachute was so cool. I was like, oh shit. Let me tell you something. If you're able as a TV show to keep my eyes glued on the screen, that's how you know you're dragging my wig, like you're pulling my wig up. Okay, you're doing a good job. So her little razor shields hair, I love that shit. I love this. It's just when you're in combat, you're in combat. Okay, so I love when she realized that she was about to be slammed down here, and she just made a force field abrasive. She was like, oh fuck, you know. Now when she was trapped here, I was like, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? They got my sister. They got my sister. They done pinned down my sister. It's 3 against 1. It's 3 against 1. Y'all just get the fuck up on my sister. I was like, okay, so what the fuck? What is she about to do now? She hit that ground. She hit the bridge. She's the bridge. And she just let that shit disappear, bitch. And them hoes cut the floor out from underneath them hoes, okay? And I was like, fly, bitch, fly, let's go, let's go, let's go. This explosion here when she was trying to get these weak bitches off of her. Well, they're not that weak, obviously. But I was like, okay, all right. I always wonder, like, imagine if you are, you know, living in these buildings that these superheroes destroying, or you're at work and, you know, Adam Eve come up here 50 fucking stories up and blow out your damn windows. While you on break, girl, that shit would be... Girl, I would lay flat on the floor until my boss came back around. Bitch, I'm getting a check. Bitch, I'm getting a check. I don't care what happened. I don't care how this piece of glass found its way into my forehead. But what I do know is that it happened at work, so I'm getting a check. Somebody getting sued. Girl, Adam Eve saved the day in more ways than one. So they showed us when she put on her suit and everything, when she used her powers to make her suit, that she could not heal herself because that blood was still coming through. But after this explosion, I was like, God damn, these motherfuckers won't die. Damn. And then let's talk about this person here, sir. I don't know why you tried to catch these guts and entrails like you were really about to save the day, girl. I mean, Adam Eve was tagging that ass, tagging and bagging that ass. I don't know. So now this motherfucker gonna throw a car engine at my good sis. And I was like, okay, so how is my sis gonna handle this? She slung that hoe right back and I was gagging. I was like, yeah. She was rocking his shit with this little mace thing here. She thought she was Hawk Girl for a second. And bitch, oh wait, I loved how she took the shards here and sent them right back. Even though they blocked it, but I love that. Her force field turning into actual body armor was cool. I know the showrunners did that because they wanted her to believably get her ass beat in hand-to-hand combat. They were just like, we want her to actually like fight for a little bit. Then she was giving them a run for their money until they smashed her ass back in this busy ass streets. She had to make force fields for the cars to drive over her. I thought that was cool because she was about to get smushed. But also I loved seeing this sequence right here where they were tussling and then she made him stay right in front of this fucking truck and that shit exploded, bitch. I was like, yeah, that's my girl. You bitches better get the fuck out. Girl, if you are not beyond Omega level, sit your ass down. I always say that in every single video I do. If you are not Omega level or beyond Omega level, you need to sit your ass down, especially when it comes to Miss Mama's Adam Eve, girl. So I loved seeing the struggle that she had to save these cars and stuff. I thought it's just like, oh shit. Oh, and I was like, damn, are people about to die right now? And Adam Eve said, absolutely not. The way that she was like using her telekinesis or her powers to like try and save these cars, to save these people, make sure nobody died, seemed like she was playing like Jenga or something. I was like, please do not fuck this up. Now, I thought this particular family was done for. I thought they were done. But the way she pulled them out of the car and then sent that whole right back, y'all, it was a religious kind of experience for me, and I'm an atheist. Okay? This was to see her ass tossing them hoes. Let me tell you something. I don't care what y'all talking about. Adam Eve needs a spin-off show. I don't care what y'all talking about. I will leave Mark and his ass in the past. I will leave him in the past. Invincible, who is not so invincible, will be getting chucked to the side if it means me picking between him and Adam Eve, because this shit just showed me that y'all need to give us, I don't care if it's a fucking full-length movie, I don't care if it is a whole entire other spin-off show, like I said, within the universe of Invincible. Either way, y'all need to give it to us, because absolutely ate me up. I mean, and this is just one fight. Absolutely ate me up. Absolutely ate me up. I cannot wait for the second season so I can just get my life again. It was so awesome because I think also because if I had a choice of powers, I would pick powers like this, like Adam Eve, like Jean and Wanda. I was just thinking about how I want to see Adam Eve versus Jobu Tupaki from Everything Everywhere All at Once versus Jean versus Wanda. Like, I just want to see, just go at it and let the girls eat their popcorn and sit down and watch as forces of nature just do what girls do, twirl, you know, be bad bitches. Like, we deserve it. We deserve seeing that kind of power, you know, that multiversal eternal power on screen, wherever. I don't care if it's animated or not, what, like, we just need to see it. Anyway, love y'all so much. Thank you so much for checking out the video, and I will see y'all later. Peace.